Playing is doing his piano stuff in the background. If you copyright strike me for that, you can get the shirts in any color you want. I just thought pink looked the most ridiculous. The contrast of the skull with the pink feminine. If you click the title, you can get links to the art contest, the Discord, or to support the channel, or get a Teespring t-shirt, or get me a cup of coffee, or whatever. Most of the shirts are $13. I'm not trying to make a ton of money off this. I just want people to check out some killer art. If you want to enter the contest or design a shirt of your own, color one of the designs Epictrilogy sent in, or create your own. If I turn it into a t-shirt, I will split the profits with you. But don't get excited, it's about $1. These are two that people sent in this morning, I think. This is a simpler design with using Epictrilogy's. He's a channel on YouTube who donated some art to the channel using his design. And the guy put the channel title over it, which is, I mean, it's simple, effective, it looks amazing. That would make a great t-shirt. This is a more complicated design. He took his own, he drew this, I guess he drew this his own, he colored and inked it himself and then put the script in it. It's pretty amazing, because I think I jokingly said something about a rainbow flag or something. I said do whatever kind of art you want. It doesn't have to be skulls, it can be like whatever. If you can make a rainbow flag, you can do whatever you want. So this is that is obviously a very skilled artist. Now, the art that people have donated to the show is amazing, but it doesn't have to be at this high level. If you draw in a crude style or a cartoony, girlish style, don't get triggered. Please send it in. I like crude art. We don't all have to be as good as Mike Miller or even Ethan Van Sciver. You can tell me the name, the website, the social media channels that you want credited, either by email or leave it in the comments, except YouTube doesn't allow links, so just say click on my icon to check out my channel. I put 5 shirts up so far, and we'll put up new ones in the upcoming months. This guy also sent in his own renderings of variations on the guy in UK's Epictrilogy's art. He colored that and inked it and colored it in. That's a pretty sick design right there. Without the rainbow flag. Wow. I wish I had money. I would pay you. But all these guys are, of course, entered into the contest. And I hope they don't live far away, because sending books is very, very expensive. That is just a simple ink job showing shadows. Just amazing. Just amazing. That's Epictrilogy's. This is just stuff I ran through a cell phone program, the default program, but it looks pretty cool on t-shirts. Okay, this comic is Xenoscape's Grim Tales of Terror 2019 Halloween special. Don't let that awesome cover fool you. And then they show some interior covers, and they all look pretty good. Sexy chicks, macabre background. What's not to love? I like Halloween. Obviously, it's a rich environment for stories and art. And this is the second Halloween issue I have looked at, and yet again, I am disappointed. They should just call their publishing company Blonde Man Bad Comic Books. As soon as I cracked the first page, the first image is of an evil, blue-eyed coach, and I just know the rest of the story. It's going to be one of those books. White man bad, female revenge, power fantasy. There are going to be no surprises. And there are 3 stories, and I have to admit, I was shocked when they actually made a non-person of the light the bad guy. No, of course, I am kidding. I'm kidding. All 3 stories are the same. White man bad. They have no interest in subverting expectations. You can literally look at the first image of the blue-eyed, sadistic straw man of a coach and absolutely know what is coming. There is no surprise, because there never is. Most know who the bullies are at school. And plot twist, it's not the how shall I say this without losing too many more subs. It's not little blonde kids. I will just leave it at that. It's a fun story. I mean, it would be a fun story without the propaganda. Kid gets his little revenge fantasy with this Halloween chick. Suspiciously looks like Mags Visaggio. What are you saying? Post boob job. How's that crowdfunding going, Mags? Gets a revenge fantasy and turns them into monsters. Okay. All right. That's fine. That's fine. Oh, if anyone can draw a lantern, jack-o'-lantern, with possibly the name in the teeth, Bianca Fed's a zombie in the teeth, please do so. Please send it. I would love to see that. This guy draws the women pretty well. Beautiful women. Beautiful women. What do you need? You just need beautiful women doing awesome things. Oh, what's this? Blonde-haired man bad. Blonde man bad. Okay, sure. I see how it is. This story, the antagonist, is Mr. Blonde-haired frat boy date rapist. Not only are colleges actually pretty safe, but if you look at the crime stats on any college campus, the blue-eyed, blonde-haired guys are not the ones who are going to hurt you. These insane alt-left mainstream creators set up these asinine straw man arguments about blonde frat boys dropping roofies to get laid. They have no problem defaming an entire race of people. But when someone points out that it's certain other groups that actually commit these crimes, not by the people of the light, insert Greta Thunberg clip here. Simply refuting defamatory lies with facts will get you called racist. This is how powerful the media narrative has been. I remember I was saying I should get a stand for this Kindle. I should crowdfund a stand. And I remember Mike Miller early on, when he didn't have that many subs, he was just getting started on YouTube. His computer was giving him problems because he's doing this graphic editing stuff. Takes a lot of power to do that, a lot of RAM, fast processor. And he was making some exploratory comments about people crowdfunding a new computer. But we're listening to this like, you got to have a loyal following before you ask people to do that. Help you out with I don't know what a good computer costs. Probably costs $2,000. You can't just ask a bunch of strangers to crowdfund you a computer. Now he could do it because now he has a loyal following. Now he's got people the people who love him, and the people who hate him very much hate him for some reason. I don't know. He can be a little bit of a troll, but can't we have some diversity in Comicsgate? How's that for title? Diversity in Comicsgate. That's not bad. Actually, that reminds me. See this kind of jack-o'-lantern thing? I don't know why I'm mispronouncing that. If anyone can draw a pumpkin with the name in the mouth, or somewhere on the pumpkin, I just think in the mouth it would be kind of funny, like that guy did with the skull with the horns on it. Beyond Fights the Zombies. That would be freaking awesome. And like I said, I got the comic convention coming up November 22nd. Unfortunately, I won't have enough subs to live stream because I need 1,000 subs to do that. And that's not going to happen for a long, long time. Because while it's true, I do gain subs pretty quickly, I also lose them pretty quickly because I put out some spicy videos. So you can watch the subs go up and then it goes down. And let me tell you, if you get into YouTube, you better have thick skin because it is brutal to watch your channel lose subs just because you put out a video that, rightfully so, was... I put out a lot of stupid videos. I can admit that. But I'm learning. Like all of us are learning. Anyway, so like I said, this media narrative, you got to pick up your cell phones and start pointing out this racist horse shit because the facts are always going to be on your side. As a lesbian, transsexual, woman of color myself, I'm in the perfect position to speak out against the parasites that would defame the beautiful people of the light and corrupt what was once the greatest nation in the world. I thought about inserting some German marching music here. Some people have no sense of humor. Jokes that were acceptable 10 years ago would have CNN doxing you and making sure that you got fired. Je suis Han Asshole Solo. In case the writers of this comic are unaware, almost nobody is using roofies to get laid. Girls in college are very eager to have all kinds of crazy sex. This isn't the 1950s. College girls will come to your place with condoms and lube in case you want to try something a little exotic. Trust me, I wasn't anything special, and I met some very friendly girls in college. If girls are using drugs and getting laid, it's voluntary. Girls really like sex. They enjoy coming their brains out, just like anyone else. Comic book writers seem to think that women are delicate little flowers who remain vestal virgins until marriage. Women love getting their O-face on, just like anyone. So remember, condoms, spermicidal lubricant, dental dams, don't eat fish tacos without protection. I can put the dirty jokes here because people tune out after a few minutes. And it's not just me, no matter what Ethan Van Sciver says. It's all YouTube channels. Oh, I also want to thank the larger channels that have shouted me out on their channels or contacted me on email to offer encouragement. I understand that some of my content can be a little edgy, so it's cool that when they publicly offer support, even behind the scenes. And guys, I'm pretty much always joking. I think we all need to lighten up and make some hamburgers out of sacred cows. But the third and final tale is hysterical. It shows our blue-eyed devil driving around with a knife but it draws obvious parallels to the Islamic trucks of peace in Europe and the stabbings by Muslim invaders from Africa and the Middle East. I mean, colonizers. Economic migrants? You know, the stabby people. Straw men softballs like this are so unbelievably stupid. There is no shortage of Muslims in the news sharing their religion of peace with you at the end of a knife. So why not have some balls and actually show a Pakistani guy in his long t-shirt spreading the message of peace and love? Because mainstream comics book people are bleeding pussies, and they hate the people of blue eyes. When you open a newspaper, every week is a story about Ahmed Durka Muhammad on a stabbing spree. So what do? They draw a white guy. Insert surprise Pikachu face. Should I even bother looking at their Twitter? Somehow I suspect that it's going to be orange man bad, white Christian cis straight bad, but gay Muslim Jew is good. There are no surprises to these people, no depth. Everything is surface level. What would happen if the comic actually showed a little slice of real life? If they show what the bullies in high school actually look like, or what the criminals on college campuses look like, or that it's actually Muslims who are stabbing people in Europe? The 12 angry Twitter sociopaths would lose their mind. The facts violate their narrative. They absolutely won't stop trying to brainwash kids into thinking blonde man bad. But actually, kids are waking up and speaking out against this propaganda. Kids are getting very, very red-pilled. They're becoming very woke to what the media is pushing. These kids don't want to end up on trains headed to the happy camps. History has a way of repeating itself. The communists killed hundreds of millions of people, and that is the country we're headed for. Communists are like cockroaches. They never really go away. You need to clean them out every few years. Kids think communism will work this time if only they're in charge. Well, maybe fascism will work next time if only the right people are in charge. Yeah, I went there. How about neither system? What about a strong, fiercely nationalistic country with closed borders, or open just to Europe so we can bring the nation back on track? But isn't this about comic books? No, it was never about comic books. It's a culture war that in a very few years will evolve into a real one. History repeats itself. Wake up, folks. Turn off the TV, pick up alternative media. Anyway, like, comment, subscribe, buy a t-shirt from Teespring, links in the below. You can buy me a coffee on Ko-fi.com. You can join us on Patreon or on Discord, which is, yeah, they're right, Discord is total cancer, but it's fun. But you will meet some very interesting people on the internet, and I will leave it at that. Look at this guy, he shaded this in. That's a beautiful. This is by Epictrilogy, but I forget the guy's name who shaded it in. I'll put his link in the description. So hey, you could download this and color it any way you want. That is beautiful. Even this is cool too. I did this on my cell phone in like 2 minutes. That's a great shot. That's a great t-shirt. I will, of course, I'm going to be the only one buying t-shirts, but I don't care. I think it's awesome. Okay, guys, like, comment, subscribe. I'll see y'all next episode.